have a really good strike rate when they go back to their home track where they really learnt their craft from. So it's a track that's really biased, so to speak, to inside draws. If you're on speed and hugging the rail, it's very hard to make ground around that Geelong inside track. So certainly as a punter and a form analysis, I feel it's a massive edge to bet on that inside tracks at Geelong. There was only 2 heats of this series, and I was managed to make profit out of the 2 heats that were run there, Jace. And unfortunately, apart from Cup night, we don't have enough races on that 520 circuit and the inside of the Beckley Park Centre.
What did you do with your winnings, Nathan?
I gambled responsibly and I put them in the bank to save up for a rainy day.
A rainy day when you need an online order and delivery from Dan Murphy's?
Yeah, well, that's
something like that.
A regular
bit of limoncello, you're a big fan of that?
Yeah, that most probably, a bottle a day keeps the doctor away, they say of that. But yes, no, we keep that in the piggy bank.
Hey, you drink responsibly as well, eh?
Yeah, we gamble responsibly and we drink responsibly, Jace. That's certainly what we do here. But anyway, race number 4, Geelong to Meadows Finals. Pretty hard race to dissect. And
the market suggests that as well. I mean, Combo Cole's a $3 favourite, and outside of that, there's pretty equal terms, at least the number that appears for the rest. And Pixie Trixie, the grand, the only one that really bolters odds at $41. The Sky Racing one. Join us for this Geelong the Meadows final here on Silver Chief Night. What's the way you unpack this one, Nath?
I've gone 5, 1, 3 and 2. I went Combo Cole on top. I think he's got enough mat speed early to put himself across near the rail in the early stages. He's run a low 30.07 here in the past. And I think if he can get across the wide running nimble Benny before the first corner, he might be able to put himself right in this race. Box 1 in for second, Wide Owl, a greyhound who doesn't have a great deal of early speed, but box 1 brings him right in contention, was quite strong at Geelong in the heat of this event. For third, I put in number 3, I should say, Play the Victim, a greyhound who's been very consistent around the provincial circuit. And then for fourth, number 2, Yamgata Bale, got early speed. 5, 1, 3 and 2.
Race 4 on Silver Chief Night, of course. Race 5 features Hector Fawley, Zipping Hopkins, Mapunga Tully, Grand Tourer. It's stacked with quality. In the meantime, here's the 4th. Here's James.
The owner of the $1 Million Chase champ, and he's the owner of Combo Cole here tonight. They're set for race 4. Geelong to Meadows final. Stand by for a jump. Set. And they're racing, and Combo Cole stepped pretty well out fast. Yamgata Bale with Aston Ping. They're going to stride to the first bend together. And Combo Cole gets a lovely clean run to leaders back on the paint. Then Play the Victim over White Owl. 2 lengths away then to Burra Banker from Nimble Benny. And at the end left behind Pixie Trixie. So Yamgata Bale snuck away down the back. Led 2.5 to Aston Ping. Just labouring Combo Cole with Play the Victim. And then White Owl as they turn. Aston Ping with a second win. Just moved up, went straight past Yamgata Bale. And it's Aston Ping to win it by 2 lengths, beating Combo Cole, who got moving late. Yamgata Bale tied third, and then Play the Victim ahead of White Owl. And they were then being followed by Burra Banker, Nimble Benny and Pixie Trixie. It's a smart run, 30.04 for Aston Ping.
Aston Ping gets the job done, Nath, from a wide draw. It was threatening down the back, and look, there was competition down there, but she's been able to run away late.
Yeah, very good win. It's hard to get across off the wide draw, 5-10. All her wins, all 8 of them prior to tonight have come from boxes 1 to 5. So even a greyhound like her that runs in a pretty straight line out of boxes, Jace, was able to get to that middle part of the track early, get outside of the tearaway leader, Yamgata Bale, who's only had the 1/500 run in the heats of this series. Before that, was racing over 400 and 460 around Geelong, was always going to get a little bit tired late. And Aston Ping had some good 500 residual form, was placed here in 30 and 44 off an inside draw behind Poor Imperial only a couple of weeks ago. Was just in that stalking spot early. Combo Cole was most probably a little bit plain, got to a good...
I was just about to say, what'd you make of him?
Yeah, good spot. He got across early in behind the speed, but he really couldn't go with him down the back. They did run 17.73 and he was up on the fence, but he really wasn't making much ground through the middle section and just grinded to the line to be runner-up. Yamgata Bale, as we touched on, a little bit tired, and Play the Victim into third, who's just an honest campaigner. Greyhound coming up to nearly 100 starts, start number 93 tonight. Been a wonderful dog for the Brandon Kennel and deserves a city win, to be honest, and hopefully there's one in store for that greyhound going forward. But another honest run into fourth, but full credit with Aston Ping, handled the wide draw, was able to stalk the speed and be too strong in the run to the line.
Yeah, indeed. There's Michelle Malia with Aston Ping, and hasn't shared a good run over the past 12 months, Nath. The likes of Matt Locke, Fernando Phil, done some very good things.
Stomping, yeah.
He was in tonight.
Yeah, and come back quite well through the heat of the Hobart 1000. So she's a very astute trainer. And just another one, as we touched on pre-race, Jay, she's based at Avalon, another trainer that uses that Geelong inside track to her full advantage, does a lot of work through the pre-training and early racing stages of her greyhounds, box to box and that on that Beckley Park circuit on the inside track, and comes to fruition there when she brings these dogs to the city. They seem to take a liking to that inside track, and they can go then to the Meadows and Sandown and be equipped to two-turn racing quite comfortably, and don't need too many looks around them circuits to really be fully adjusted to the circumference of them to them venues.
Yeah, speaking of that Hobart 1000 on Thursday night, we saw it won by I guess you can definitely call him a Victorian, albeit he's in the name of Mick Stringer now, the most recent inductee into the Tasmanian Racing Hall of Fame. But for Bernie Burrow, really sharp sprinter down here, wasn't he? Probably didn't have a stack of success on the big stage, but what he did in his finest work, probably not a great surprise to see him in a Group 1 down there.
No, his form up there has been fantastic, to say the least, and he's lost nothing by going to Mick. He was with Jason Thompson over here, and he was a very good 450, 460 metre dog, and they obviously sent him up there, giving him plenty of time to settle in, and he had that advantage of being settled into Tassie and then having numerous looks, and he drew well in the final. He took full advantage of it. He was too strong in the run to the line, and good to see Mick Stringer with another Hobart Thousands win, and backed up his quite a big week for Mick, being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and has a Hobart Thousands trophy in his cabinet. And Bernie Burrows a well-deserved Group 1 around the Horseshoe.
Do you like the Hobart track? Are you one who sort of ventures outside of Victoria to have a wager?
No, I don't venture there, but I do like the look of the track. And I do sit there and watch Sandown on a Thursday night and take notice of the track and everybody that you speak to. I've never had a runner there personally, but that the big wide open spaces of the 460 give everybody a good go